So now we know that incorporating music in our daily life is extremely important to our children and their development. I want to share with you some techniques that I use to kind of become more musical and more creative so that I can incorporate music into my daily life with my child. The very first thing that I would like to suggest to you is that next time that you remember these tasks or these homeworks, whatever you're doing in that moment, you gotta turn it into a song. For example, if you're washing dishes, find a way to sing about washing dishes. To make it a little bit easier, you can start listening to different elements of that moment. For example, again, if you're washing dishes, you can go like wiki wiki, wiki wiki as you're polishing the dish, or you can pay attention to the water. Psh, psh, psh. All of those sounds around us have a pattern to them, and patterns create music. It's a very playful thing to do. Another thing that you can do is to make lists and kind of put a melody to the list and try to turn it into a song. These lists can be of anything. It can be things that you can observe right here, right now, or it can be things that you like about your child, or it can be your grocery list. Whichever list you want to sing to, you can turn into a song. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to be beautiful. It just needs to give you the opportunity of being more musical. Another fun thing you can try is to, instead of talking, singing. So whatever you would say to your partner or to your child, instead of just saying it as you would normally do, start singing it. And again, it doesn't need to have a beautiful melody. It just is an exercise to get you to be more musical. And the more you try, the better you get at it. Something else that I love to do, and I would love for all parents to do, is to take all the pots and pans that you have at home, or maybe plastic containers, and grab a metallic spoon and a wooden spoon and sit down in your kitchen with all of these items around you and start making some noise, and then start looking for patterns and combination of sounds that might sound good to you. And when your child sees whatever you're doing there in the kitchen, they will want to join you in that craziness, and together you can explore different sounds and different music together. You don't need any fancy stuff to do music together. All you need to do is kind of find sounds and experiment and give yourself a chance to do new things and explore new different sounds. Eventually, a pattern of sounds might come out, and maybe that's a pattern that you and your child have created together that means something to you that might not mean anything to anybody else. And that again will make it so that your relationship with your child will be just a little bit stronger every single time that you guys have one of these experiences together. Another thing that is fun to do is homemade instruments. For example, you can make a shaker by grabbing a container with a very tight lid and putting some rice inside of it. So there you go with a shaker. Or you can do castanets with a piece of cardboard and some leads, some plastic leads and some glue, and when you tap them together, then it sounds like a castanet. Whatever you can create together. Here the goal is not to do anything perfect. The goal is to do an activity that is musical together with your child, and just to have fun and explore together. Lastly, but very important about how to incorporate music into your household, is to pay attention into things that you do on a daily basis, those routines that you have established. So for example, we all need to go to bed at a certain time. We all need to pick up our environment to be in a clean, organized environment. We all need to brush our teeth. We all need to wash our hands. So I'm going to invite you to take at least 2 of these activities and create a song to do that activity, and try to always use the same song every single time you do that activity. Here at Mi Casa es Tu Casa, we have a very particular song that we use to pick up our environment after we're done playing with instruments or with any other toys. So my song is A guardar suavecito. It's kind of Let's pick up slowly, let's pick up carefully. And usually, when I start singing the very first note, all the children kind of switch their modes and they go into picking up mode. Now, that might sound ideal and like a miracle, but it's not a miracle, and it did not happen the first, second, or third time that I sang this song. This reaction to the children that start picking up like crazy until everything is super clean happened because I spent some time picking up myself, giving them the example as I was singing this song. So now, instead of saying, hey, we gotta pick up, time to clean up, it's a lot more fun to just say, aguardar suavecito, and it kind of becomes a thing that we all do together as a group. Remember, children learn through play, and having a song to do a certain activity is a playful thing to do. And it just gets your child a lot more engaged, and it's easier to go through those daily routines through music. So please incorporate music into at least 2 routines that you have. You can use this same song that I just sang to you to pick up. And if you want to do more, please go ahead and do more. But start small so that you actually start. The goal here is not perfection. The goal here is intention and actually doing something that's musical with your child. I hope that you found these videos useful, this information useful. Please know that I'm here for you if you have any questions or if there's any way that I can serve you. Thank you.